It is the end of year Raw roster tier list for December 2022. Let's not waste any time and let's get stuck in to the 3-hour show from hell. It is the red brand. Any thoughts before we go diving in?
No.
Let's go then. We're kicking off with big, boring Omos. I'm going to put this guy in C. I think he's improved in the ring. But MVP can only take the guy so far, and I think he's a C+ player at that.
C+ player? I think that's a wee bit generous.
Bottom a C+ player. What do you think, Kim?
I think he's shit.
I don't think he's that good. We've got Angelo Dawkins up next. By far the weakest member of the Street Profits are recently back. Well, they've been back a few weeks now, but I don't really rate this guy. I think this guy's top of D.
Behind Omos?
Yep. Definitely.
Fair enough.
AJ Styles. What an up and down WWE career this guy's had, but you know what? I'm thinking D. Like, what's he doing? What is he actually doing?
Not a lot, like.
I'm going to advocate for D. Is it behind Angelo Dawkins?
I don't think he's that bad, like.
Alright, he's ahead of Angelo Dawkins. Next up, we've Akira Tozawa recently lost to Rhea Ripley, is in pointless feuds, wins poker tournaments that he doesn't know the rules of. Fuck this guy. Where's he going? Bottom of D?
No, I actually don't mind Tozawa. I'd probably put him top of C.
Top of C? Fucking hell.
I don't mind Tozawa, like.
But he lost to Rhea Ripley.
But, well, I mean, I know, but that's not his fault, really, is it?
Maybe not, right? Alexa Bliss recently turned heel, attacked Bianca Belair, cracked her in the back of the head with a face full of flowers, so it looks like she's going to actually have a gimmick now rather than just walking about looking clinically depressed. So, I'm thinking in between of top of D. We thinking top of D?
Aye, top of D, why not?
Top of D. Next up, Asuka. Sucks. I mean, had that thing a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I speak Japanese, you speak Japanese, ho ho. But that's it. What's she done?
Baka, 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 baka.
Top of
Beach.
D.
Yeah, probably top of D. I mean, I don't mind Asuka, but fucking hasn't really been relevant in years. Oh, you give me title, you have baby. Oh,
okay.
I mean, who cares? I mean, really.
I know who does. I mean, yeah, it's literally like.
Oh, you leaving company to have baby, you hand me down title I didn't earn. Oh man, me feel so special, not even winning title, you just give me title. I mean, what? I couldn't beat you, I had to inherit title. I mean, what the fuck is this shit?
That was about 2 years ago.
I know, but I mean, it lives long in the memory. Alright, what's she been doing? A fucking lackey for Bianca Belair. Whole thing sucks.
I mean, that's like doing a 2001 tier list, and then being like, oh, Chris Benoit kills his family 6 years later, F category. What?
Alright, then I take that back, right? I won't base her on that whole baby shit. I'll base her on the fact that she's been doing nothing but being a lackey for Bianca, I'm a man, fucking Belair, right? The whole thing bloody sucks. Oh, look at me. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Spitting some mist in Dominic's face. I like Asuka, but she hasn't been good for a few years. That's the point I was trying to make. That's why I was going back to Becky Lynch, right? And by saying she hasn't been good in a few years, means she hasn't been good in 2022, which means she hasn't been good right now. Anyone in the women's division that gets stuck in a fucking group, or a stable, or a tag team absolutely sucks. Name me someone who's different. I mean, the only women's factions I can think of over the years that didn't suck were probably the Iconics and Toxic Attraction. All these other women that just throw together, they all suck. Remember they had the Women's Revolution? It was just three teams of three.
I know.
Not one of them was a team. It was all garbage.
Team bad.
For the past...
Team PCP.
Well, they were bad. I mean, for the past, 3 or 4 months, it's literally just been, oh, look, there's Bayley's got 3 people, so we need to stick 2 people with Bianca Belair to even up the numbers. Then Bianca Belair's on about, oh, my girls, how do your girl? I mean, when? We never ever seen Alexa... Why is Alexa Bliss and Asuka teaming up? It's dumb. You don't see this with the men. It's like, there's 3 of them. It's like, see, Goldberg, he didn't start randomly teaming up with another 3 people to feud with fucking Evolution for the next, year. He just took on Evolution by himself because he was bloody Goldberg and he was the face, and it made sense for the heels to have the advantage anyway. But for some reason, Bianca Belair couldn't go 1-on-3 against Damage Control, so we have to stick her with fucking Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Both have been shite. And I think it just sums up how bad AJ is that he's below these two. That's the point I was trying to make.
Next up, Commander Assis. This guy sucks. I'm pretty sure he's back on NXT.
That's what I was going to say that, but I think he deserves to go in D.
Bottom of D.
I'll tell you what though, right? About 4 months ago, he had a 1-on-1 match with Almost, and it was actually not bad. And it was intriguing, seeing 2 big fucking giants in the ring. And I don't care what people say, worst match in Raw this year, but I enjoyed it. So you just seen 2 guys.
Yeah, they're abnormally
7
fucking
foot,
big.
Going and.
It's like when they did the monster bash on ECW.
Yeah, and you got a wee bit of offense in. It was intriguing, just seeing 2 giants go at it. I liked it.
Baron Corbin up next, the modern day wrestling god. Well, how about the modern day?
I'm sorry, this guy sucks. I would put him bottom of D. I like JBL, but bringing JBL back to team up with this guy, I mean, why? It's a waste of JBL.
He sits around the poker table. It's so fake.
I don't mind Baron Corbin, but this ain't it. This whole modern day wrestling god. He isn't JBL. Trying to act like JBL just isn't cutting it. And it's like every gimmick. Could he not have
did that gimmick with AJ Styles? You could have funny gimmicks of him trying to get AJ to dress up in suits and stuff. It's like, you got the talent, kid. You just need to have the look.
But the talent, kid. AJ was nearly the fucking same age as JBL.
Oh, I'm sure Baron Corbin's near the fucking same age.
True, but I mean, you see JBL. To me, he'd be more suited to an Austin Theory or someone up and coming. Baron Corbin. I just don't see how JBL is trying to push Corbin down our throats as the modern day wrestling god when he's a jobber. And I know you could say when JBL became the wrestling god for years, he jobbed it, and that's fair enough. But there's a difference. I think when JBL jobbed it, the card was full of fucking legends, and that's the reason why he wasn't a main eventer, because literally everyone else was a main eventer. What's Corbin's excuse for not being a main eventer the past 5-6 years?
Don't know.
He hasn't got one. At least you can say, well, look at Bradshaw back in the day. He had The Rock and Austin and shit to contend with. Who's Corbin had to contend with?
No one.
Plus, Bradshaw basically had to say... Bradshaw was in a gimmick where it was supposed to be a comp. I mean, Corbin's had a push, man. The Lone Wolf. Oh, it was supposed to be the Money in the Bank briefcase. I mean, he's had his opportunities. Bradshaw is different. JBL never really got an opportunity. Corbin's failed time and time again. I mean, Bradshaw was basically a tag team guy, had a short run, stuck in another tag team with Farouk. Then the tag team became a gimmick, the APA, which we know all about. He had a short run with the brand split. Then fucking put them back together for a bit. And then when they split up for Farouk, that's when he got his first actual push. On Raw, when they first split them up, he was kind of just a gimmick. Oh, he's a hardcore guy. You know what I mean? It wasn't really, he never really got pushed.
Saying that, he was
was
pushed the second biggest babyface on the show.
Aye, for 2 weeks.
Aye, well, I'm just saying.
And my point is, the first push JBL got, the first real push he got, he became world champion. And he produced one of the best title reigns we'd seen in a long time. Baron Corbin ain't produced that.
Right, well, anyway, man, let's move on to Bayley.
It's D. It's just a matter of how low do you want to go. I mean, for me, that's
bottom. She fucking sucks. That's all I've got to say as I drink my Moretti. Thoughts on Bayley?
I don't like her.
You don't like her?
And that fucking troll says that I can't remember who she was against. But it says that something like Bayley's a real woman, and the people voting for the other person are trolls or something.
Who was the other one?
I can't remember. She was fucking better than Bayley.
Not hard when you look like a soccer mom. Anyway, Becky Lynch up next. Not doing it for me at the
You
minute.
talk about Becky Lynch, because I want to find out who that was.
Right, fair enough. Becky Lynch, I believe she's not even it. She's not. No, is she there?
Man, she's been back for weeks. You talking about?
Oh, she has been. Aye, but I don't mind Becky
Tell
Lynch.
how often you refuse, Raw.
No, I don't mind Becky Lynch, but she doesn't feel like.
Kathy Kelly.
Nah, Bailey's pish. I'll put Becky Lynch top of D. Not get right. This is bottom of D. Right. I feel like
Oh, Bianca Belair. I hate Bianca
should be
Belair.
a Bianca Belair category.
Spinning her hair. Well, if you think you're going to beat me, honey, then you got another thing coming because I'm the champion.
I'm the BST.
That means I'm the bestest, the fastest, the strongest. You're the fucking shittiest, right? You're the D'est, because you're going straight to the bottom of D.
You're going
The D-E-S-T.
down.
You're the D-E-S-T, a tier maker, right? That's it. Boom.
That's it. Bobby Lashley, then absolutely hee-haw, get fired. Got called a motherfucker by Adam Pearce.
Wait, you called him that?
Yeah.
On telly?
Yeah. What have you been?
Wait, blurted.
Fucking Raw, you reviewed, mate. You should know.
Wait, I never actually said that.
He called him a motherfucker. It was blurred. I think it was blurred.
Of course it was. Alright, Bobby Lashley, for me, not doing much. I think ever since he lost his title.
In between.
Oh, nah, he's above Tozawa, isn't he?
Right, well, Tozawa. Right, next up, who's that?
Candice LeRae. I mean, how low do you want to go, really?
You know what?
The husband
not in a prominent role, so I think just that gets her. Carmella doing absolutely hee-haw. I don't know, is she there?
She's been injured for a bit, so I'm not. I don't know where you want to stick.
She went through a miscarriage there.
Yeah, maybe
not
give
really
her a bit of
fuck all, not really got fuck all to do with the actual. Rating,
maybe
yeah.
stick her. I'd stick her above Corbin.
Stick her above Corbin. Right, next up we've got. It's not our truth, is that? Is that Cedric Alexander?
Aye. Can you not tell? We're going alphabetical order, mate. It's behind Cody.
Oh,
in front of Carmella.
Because seeing I looked at this, I thought Cedric Alexander's going to be on this list.
Well, he's on Raw. What list do you think he's going to be on?
There's more chance of Ben Wash showing up in the C category.
Well, his name does begin with C, right? Where's he going?
That's my point. Well, where do you think he's going? I don't rate him.
D?
Yeah, but where? I knew it was D, but where?
Oh, God. I'd probably put him above Candice LeRae,
Right, fair enough. Right, next up, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Hasn't been there in fucking 6 months.
Can we even rate Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, we're...
If it's based on 2020... Aye.
It's based on 2022. I would put Cody Rhodes B.
Aye, B for me.
Put him in B. Next up with the tag champs, one half of the tag champs. Who is it? Who is it?
It's Dakota Kai. Do you even watch wrestling?
No, you say things like that as if I'm supposed to know who the fuck half these bums are.
I know every fucking person on this roster because I have to watch this shit every single
week. Well, you know
week.
what though, right? See if you're relevant, I'll fucking know who you are. Get me to know who you are.
I know everybody on this roster. Point to someone, and I'll tell you 100% who they are. There's not a single person.
I'll tell you what. See, apart from her and our tag team partner, I know everyone.
Well, you didn't know Cedric Alexander. You didn't know. Who else did you not know? Or somebody else?
Candice LeRae. I kind of hesitated, but I knew who I got there. Right, her. You know what? They're going with fucking Bailey. Absolutely sucks. Where's her teammate? They're just... Any two people in the world could fill that fucking role.
They could, Damian Priest. My favourite member of the... Actually, I think Dominic's getting better.
I like Damian Priest. You know what? I'm going to put Damian Priest in B.
B? Alright.
I feel like he's came on leaps and bounds. I feel like last couple of years he could wrestle, but now he's added a bit more.
Added a bit of character, but I mean, to me, he'd learn more for Edge than he will for Finn Balor. When you take Edge out the Judgment Day and you replace him with Finn, you're on to a loss if you ask me.
Damn right. Next up with Dana Brooke. Name begins with D. I think it's fitting she goes into D. How low though? There you go.
Well, Jim Cornette would probably put her last, and I have no real issues with that.
Nah, I'll put her above Belair.
Alright, fair enough.
Above Belair. Dexter Lumis. Really like this guy, but I feel like it's just becoming a bit stale recently.
I think since they revealed that him and the Miz planned that, and it wasn't a real.
Top of C.
That killed it for me.
Top of C.
It should have been me, Dolph Ziggler. It should have been D.
It is D. Whereabouts in D?
I'd put him a bit higher up D, like,
I'll
but...
put him top beside AJ. Because you know what? He's been irrelevant for years, but he's not the same star level as AJ, so I feel like that's why.
Right, okay.
Next up, Dominic.
I think Dominic should go top of C.
He's came on leaps and bounds. Well, fuck, where's he going? He's trying to escape. Dominic's trying to escape.
I think Dominic's actually alright. I don't mind Dominic.
Anyway, drop. It's dropping down to D. Fat bitch, don't like her. She beats some Japanese grandma in a fucking poll recently. I had beef with that, like.
Well, take it up with the subscribers. Edge, a bit similar to Cody Rhodes, hard to rate. Hasn't really been...
He was there far more recently.
I know, but...
He get injured. I like Edge.
I think it's a C. I don't really see him.
See last year when he was shooting with Rollins, he felt like a main eventer.
He did.
See now, I don't know what he feels.
You know what I think killed him though? I genuinely believe this. I think sticking Daniel Bryan into his main event match at WrestleMania. I just think Edge, even if he'd lost clean to Reigns 1-on-1, I think it would have done more for him. I don't know. To me, one-on-one matches always feel more important. They always draw more, right? There's a reason why CM Punk never got stuck into the Rock Cena. There's a reason why Austin Rock at WrestleMania was Austin Rock and Triple H wasn't winged in there. You know, there is a reason why.
I know, and like, see the fact Reigns made them tap both at the same time.
And the only reason the Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania 2000 had Foley and Big Show in it was because of the whole McMahon all pick a side gimmick. That was it.
Yep.
That's the only reason, right? At WrestleMania, single matches are the draw.
Oh, that's it.
And I think it should have been Edge versus Roman. I mean, you stick Daniel Bryan in there, and how's he repay you? He fucks off AEW.
I understand your point, right? But Edge was a main eventer up until the Rollins stuff, and he's kind of just died, in my opinion.
It's weird, because I think he could have been a main eventer as leaders of Judgment Day, but for some reason... But again, it's like, see Edge at 50 odds. People don't... I mean, he's got, like, probably less than a year left. He's come out and said he's going to retire in August, September this year. Next year, even. People don't want to boo Edge. So having him as the leader of a heel group, I don't think made sense. But like Taker, the guy's got legendary status now. See if they've redone the Ministry of Darkness and this today's it. Who wants to boo Taker?
I'd take it, like...
I know, but who wants to boo Taker?
No one.
The guy's a fucking legend.
Exactly, right. Elias, or Ezekiel, what's his name? Elias. This guy sucks, man.
I mean, look at Flair. The guy can literally harass women on planes and helicopter his penis, and because he's Ric Flair and he's a legend, I mean, he almost gets away with it.
Right, anyway, Elias, he doesn't get away with it. He's bad.
Aye. Who wants to walk with Elias? No me. He can walk alone in D.
Where's he going, though? In here.
I tell you what, he's bad, but he's not as bad as Ezekiel. That whole gimmick, well, I guess he is Ezekiel, like, but point being that has to be one of the fucking worst runs I've ever seen in WWE.
It wasn't good.
It was horrendous. An Ultimate Warrior without the face paint, without the intensity, without the look, rip-off.
I know, nothing like, just... Right, anyway, Finn Balor, I'm going to say top of D.
Nah, he's not that bad.
So, to quote Finn Balor, D starts behind me.
the D line starts behind me. Shush, please don't. Chad Gable.
I'll put him above Edge.
Well, there you go. You know what? I like the Alpha Academy, but it just does not help that they absolutely job out every single week. Why? I know what?
Beside him.
Maybe if the tag titles weren't being held hostage and there was an actual tag team division on Raw, maybe they could do something. But there's nothing. The Bloodlines are ruining wrestling. See anyone that thinks they're saving it. And I'm not saying they suck. I'm not saying that they're horrendous. I'm not saying they're the worst thing. But they are ruining wrestling now.
See if Evolution held all the belts back in the day, and I mean all the belts, it would have been fucking horrendous.
Alright, they did, but I mean, it was probably like a 2-month period max.
Yeah, but it
wasn't. They hold all the belts. But you felt like they could
one brand?
Yeah, plus you felt like they could lose them. So even if Evolution were dominating Raw, you'd SmackDown still freed up. And it's like, but you never, I mean, Triple H dropped the belt.
No, but it works more from a point of view of they're holding one brand hostage, not the company.
Yeah.
Unless it's like the NWO, then that's different because it's like fucking hundreds of members.
I just don't see who felt the need that they had to unify the belts. I honestly don't fucking get it. See if they planned to have this historic title reign. Did they not think, hold on here, we can maybe get away with this like 2.5 year title reign if he's just got one title? But if he has both titles, then he's literally just holding the entire main event scene hostage. I just don't get it. And they're trying to push the US title now as the main title on Raw, but it's not.
It never will be. Oh man, it sucks.
You have a world title's called a world title for a reason.
Exactly. And Johnny Gargano
but like,
will never be near the world title.
See back in the day when there was, remember Brock Lesnar won on the Spirit title?
I don't remember actually. I remember Johnny Gargano cutting his promos about being wrestling.
But see when Brock Lesnar won there's a reason why Eric Bischoff came out with a new belt, the World Heavyweight Championship, and awarded it to Triple H. He didn't just say, nah, see that Intercontinental title, that's important, Triple H, so you're going to fight fucking RVD for that? Like, do you know what I mean?
I know.
There's a reason why Bischoff came out and went, see this big gold belt? This is the new world title on Raw. Because you need a fucking world title. You can tell us the US title is important or the US title's relevant. It ain't fucking relevant. It's
right,
not.
Johnny Gargano, man, he's going in at D. Thoughts?
You know what? As much as I dislike the guy, I can't say he's the worst thing on Raw. I'd be lying.
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson up next. We're going to rank these because they're basically the same person.
These are in my opinion, these two are just as bad as Damage Control.
Yeah.
And I actually blame them for making AJ Styles unwatchable. I've never liked these two. If you look at any time they're in the company, any time they're teamed up with AJ Styles, that's when he seems to go to absolute shit. I mean, look at when he first came in at the Royal Rumble, and he held like that big feel moment, and then they kind of just stuck him straight in with these guys. And then after his feud with like Reigns, he kind of just became mid-carder for a bit until he went to SmackDown and he got rid of these two. Then that's when he had his great run. So yeah, I think it's simple. Get rid of these two. Maybe AJ Styles can be half decent again. Well, I mean, what was the plan? AJ Styles and Omos are literally just wasting this guy, the last few years of this guy's career.
I know. Literally. Right, with Fat Boy Kevin Owens up next.
But wait, you know what? Like Roman Reigns, right, has had this big run, and he's running out of challengers. It looks like he's going back to face Kevin Owens, and even though that was one of his first challengers at the start, if AJ Styles is booked to the level that he should be, you could have had Reigns versus AJ at a pay-per-view.
A lot of people, man.
But AJ Styles is so
what
bad.
About Bobby Lashley Reigns?
Exactly, but AJ Styles is so bad at the moment. It's like, I don't even think you couldn't make that. How could you make that match right now?
No, you couldn't. It would take at least 6 months to build him up.
Yeah, to even though you know he wouldn't win, but to even just, I think, entertain the idea.
Exactly, but Kevin Owens, he's next in line, we think, so where's he going?
It's probably a C into, like, I don't mind him.
I'll put him above Edge, fuck it. Right, next up with, Mia Lim?
Mia Yim.
Mia Yim, right. She fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But she jobbed out Keith Lee, so where's she going? Top of D.
It's D, somewhere near D, like.
Put her above Becky Lynch. Montez Ford, the best member of the Street Profits, but does that get him out of D?
No, when your teammate's shit,
Right, we'll put him in there.
Again, I think the Street Profits are done.
Yeah, they'll be an AEW soon. That's what they strike me as.
It's like, I mean, if you're going to fail and get so many false pushes, like, you're just going to split up. I think it's a tag team.
And The Rock saying that Montez Ford is a future world champion.
I don't see it.
Didn't see it with Kofi Kingston either, though. Anyway.
To be fair, nobody's a future world champion because Roman Reigns is fucking holding the belts hostage.
Next up with Mustafa Ali, this guy gets jobbed out every week, and I love it, to be honest, but...
I've never seen a faction fail as much when this guy got introduced as the leader's Retribution.
I'm going to put him second last.
Can you name me a faction that is just, like, died?
No.
I don't even think Nexus died because the whole gimmick was all the new generation.
Exactly.
I think Nexus done alright considering it was 8 bums, 8 fucking jobbers. That was the kind of gimmick, that's what they were going for. See, as soon as this, I remember, see Retribution, some people thought it was CM Punk.
It's probably the only faction in WWE history to die when the leader got revealed.
Yeah, normally the leader gets revealed and the faction grows.
People say McMahon is the higher powers, the biggest letdown ever. No, this guy is life's a fucking
no,
letdown.
it would have been the biggest letdown if it was fucking Christopher Daniels that was unmasked.
Aye, well, that's it.
Well, I mean, cause I'm pretty sure they done something with Chicago. Because he's for Chicago. Because remember, a lot of people thought it was going to be Punk. It was going to be the Retribution leader. I think they hinted at something with Chicago. To make you think it was Punk.
I think they did.
And it was this prick, and it's like, well... Aye.
God damn. Nikki Cross up next. Doesn't get out of D.
I tell you what, I think she goes slightly higher, though, with her current gimmick than she would have with Nikki Ash.
Well, we'll stick her in between Cedric Alexander and Corbin. No, fuck, no, high. Oh, get your ass down then, Nikki.
I'd stick her above Corbin, mate.
Fuck me. Right, above Corbin.
I'm not having
Right,
Corbin.
Randall Keith and the guy's been out for fuck knows how long.
I don't know how almost made it there, like, to be honest with you. I'd stick Orton C.
Sticking behind Almost. He's been out that long.
Sure, but
Next up with Rhea Ripley, beside Bianca.
I'll stick her in front of Bianca. Like Matt Riddle, throwing his career away, taking drugs, sleeping around,
Jobbing at his kids.
reminds me of someone I know. Yeah, that's a bit of a failure. I think the whole "Hey Randy" it's a bit old, isn't it? I mean, I think
it's a bit old. Fuck, I think he'd take it back. You know what? He was getting pushed. He felt like a big deal. He failed a drug test and missed the SummerSlam match with Rollins. He's fucked himself over. It's going to be near the bottom of D.
You deserve what you get. Like, see if you're actually getting pushed, like, and you fuck it up by doing that, then I don't care.
I know people say, "Oh, if he's the sort himself." Aye, he does, but let's not pretend he's a fucking great guy. Right, anyway, Robert Roode.
Plus, people, I think you'd be led to believe, oh, this is an up-and-comer. Guy's, what, 36, 37?
I know. It's fucking, his flip-flops are older than you.
Down, see, I can put it the fucking, look at the roster. Remember, Keith Lee coming up saying, this guy's going to be the new, mate, the guy's 40. What? Not me. Nice. Damian Priest, he's going to be the next guy's 40. I think he's 41 now. Karrion Kross, he's like fucking 37. I mean, all these people are old.
But no, it's mad about that. You've got people who were like in the Attitude Era, like the Hardys, who are like mid-40s. And that was like 25 years ago.
Yeah, and they're just a couple of years older, maybe 5-6 years older than a lot of the people in this generation. You wouldn't think that. You'd think there'd be like 10, 15, 20 years between them, but...
Bizarre, right? Where's Robert Roode going? I hate this guy. Fuck, he's going beside Dolph.
One last thing before we get on to the point. I mean...
well, fuck, there's no points.
The Hardys actually debuted, though, before they were 18. I mean, a lot of these people coming up for NXT aren't making their main roster debuts till they're, like, mid-30s.
I know.
That's fucking mad. Like, you need to go, like, I know we haven't got to him yet, but, like, you need to go with, like, the Austin Theories. That's what the fucking future is. Same with, like, a Grayson Waller. See people that are young, a Braun Breaker. See people like that. That's who you build your company behind. See Roderick Strong and that. Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish, what is he, 46?
Aye.
Look at him, he's about fucking 2 foot tall. How do you build your company around that?
You can't.
You build your company around that and you go for a 2 foot midget to 6 feet fucking under. Anyway, let's move on. R-Truth, speaking of an old guy. Comedy. He does comedy, but he's done nothing funny in the last decade.
It's beside Matt Riddle for me.
You know what? I think they ruined this guy. The awesome truth stuff. See, when he was coming out with no theme song and he was smoking in the arena. I mean, I don't know. There's something good about that.
There is. Seth Rollins up next.
But the little Jimmy thing killed him. Seth Rollins, I think the last year has been massively downhill. I think when he was feuding with Edge, and he like had like that sort of Joker thing going.
Put him beside Edge.
And then I think he moved on for Edge, and I think his feud with, I think his promos with Reigns were even better. But since he lost to Reigns,
well, no, stuff with Rhodes was good, but he got jobbed out quite a lot against Rhodes.
Yeah, he lost 3 matches in a row. Like the last one was against fucking a Rhodes that was had one of the worst injuries I've ever seen. So
yeah. Next up with Shelton Benjamin, this guy gets...
Ain't no stopping, D, yo.
I'm putting him down here. Because you know what? See for how...
Wait, like, who's he got beef with?
Maya Lim. No, but...
Yem
Lim Pish. Right? That sounds like a soup, doesn't it? Yeah, see for how good Shelton Benjamin was back in the day.
Hold on here, why we? He was an athletic guy, but he was a boring.
No, but seeing aside good, right? He was a part of Team Angle. He beat Triple H, Intercontinental Champion in there. It was fucking great. Why is he being treated like he's so bad?
True, but I think if you look back, he was never that good. Like, I actually preferred Maven over Shelton Benjamin. I'm not saying Maven was as good as her in ring.
But I don't think either of them deserve this treatment.
Well, no. Where is Maven? Bring him back.
No.
Maven had an underrated theme song.
Nobody's meaner. Nobody's Maven than Tamina. You like that one?
That was crap, man. Take it back.
Now, where's she going?
Take it back. I think it's obvious where she's going.
Aye, but whereabouts?
Keep her company beside.
Dewdrop. Two fat bastards. Right, the Miz.
Tamina's not fat. That's big boned. Take it back.
That's a killer. Anyway, where's the Miz going?
Remember that time Jimmy Snuka came back in the Royal Rumble and he fucked his fingers?
His hands were bigger than our futures.
His
hands were bigger than fucking Johnny Gargano.
Oh, his fingers were fucking massive. It was like Freddy Krueger. He was fucking mad. Like the length, and he was doing chops to people, like, and it was like, fucking
fucking eliminating half the ring with one fucking swing.
Oh god.
But anyway, the Miz.
I'll
put him above Seth. I think the Miz is actually doing alright recently.
I know, but you don't think the Miz has been stale as fuck now for like well over a decade?
He won. What was it? It wasn't he this year. He won the world title.
It was last year. That was not bad when he won that, and he was like, remember they had the 3 hour, the top of the hour, and then he's feigning injuries, and then that was good stuff, but. I don't know, since then it's been downhill for the Miz.
Next up, Austin Fury. I like Austin Fury.
But the current title,
top of C.
The current title reign bothers me for the simple reason.
He lost his money in the bank, man. Well, he cashed the fucking in.
He lost the US title. It became Money in the Bank briefcase, and then he cashed that in, and he cashed it in for the US title. Then he lost it, but then he got another match for the US title, and he won the US title, and now he's like, now I'm... But it doesn't make any sense, because the way they make it out is the way they're portraying it as if he's won the US title for the first time, and now he's cutting out the selfie crap, and he's been more serious, and it's a new Austin Theory. You had this belt 6 months ago. It just doesn't work. They're trying to make you think, Austin Theory's now won gold in the company. He had gold 6 months ago in the company.
Exactly. It's just stupid, in my opinion. Really stupid. But he cut a promo.
Backwards. I mean,
He cut a promo a couple of weeks ago backstage, and it was like 3 minutes of passion, and I liked it, and I saw something in the guy. Right?
Yeah, I like him.
I like him too.
By the way, he's not Austin Theory anymore. It's just Theory.
Well, here's a Fury for you.
I tell you what, he's got a good theme song as well.
So he does. Right, next up, we've got Big Cheese. I think
Wee Cheese.
He's pish, but you know what? He's fucking clear of Gargano. Seeing he actually did some talking for the Miz, you can tell he can.
Yeah, see when he was stuck with the Miz at first, I thought, oh my god, why they stuck this guy with the Miz? But see when he actually cut a couple of promos, I was like,
you saw Ciampa talking with the Miz, then it was Gargano. You saw the difference between these two.
You know, I would. He's been injured for a bit, but I would actually stick Ciampa top at bottom of C.
We'll stick him above almost. He was alright with the Miz, and that's our tier list, guys, at 33 minutes. Sums it up that a guy that hasn't been there for 6 months is top, and Bianca Belair's bottom, because she fucking sucks, guys. But until next time, leave your thoughts down below.
Catch you in the next one.
Peace.